Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy Wolfie. Hey ya! Welcome back to WCW. I know we'll be taking a couple breaks with this series, but it's a bit difficult right now. Times were difficult, but we're back nevertheless, and we're going to try and pump these videos out as much as we can now, moving forward to the release of Wwe 2K17. Yeah, so I've got a lot of free time now, so I'll be trying to get these out as on time and on point as possible. But anyway, I had this recorded, and my laptop decided to hold me because I did a disk clean and it completely wiped this recording that I did of Universe Mode. So I had to go into the upper option one-on-one menu shit and record Universe Mode. So we're gonna kick the show off with my boy, one half of TM61, Nick Miller here, going up against the undefeated Pete Dunn. Another challenge here by Pete Dunn made on WCW.com. And Nick Miller was the one to accept. He believes that his talent is more superior than this man. And I guess Pete Dunn is now making his way to the ring to see if Nick Miller has got what it takes. Pete Dunn has been undefeated since he has stepped foot in this Universe Mode, has not lost a single match, and has held the United Kingdom Championship for a short space of time, and was on the verge of getting a title shot at the Cruiserweight division, Cruiserweight Championship in the Cruiserweight division before it was disbanded and it just vanished and did the shit. But anyway, here we go. My boy Pete Dunn kicking off the show. Wouldn't expect anything less. Pete Dunn is the absolute boss. Why is my phone going off? Listen, I put that shit on silent. But listen, later on in the match, hey-ya! Big power slam by Pete Dunn here. And he picks up Nick Miller slowly to his feet. And here it comes. Pete Dunn, we have seen him put superstars away. It's not the bitter end, but Pete Dunn has said, I don't need a finisher to put superstars away. I am just that damn good. And there is another victim at the hands of Pete Dunn. I mean, Shane Thorn, as you see there on the opposite side of the screen, he tried to get involved a couple times during the match, but Pete Dunn was just a bit too smart for TM61, and moves forward here as a undefeated superstar in WCW. But later on tonight, we have got the other half of TM61. Shane Thorn is up against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns set to face off against Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell. But speaking of Hell in a Cell, we're going to keep up to date with Smackdown Live as we are progressing to our own pay-per-views. They've got Elimination Chamber coming up. Make sure you tune in to Smackdown Live so you can see all the goodness leading up to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Oh my boys, they really just went black. Hold up. You know what time it is when you hear that ding, talk about some shit. Listen. It's that time. It's that time. Another superstar who is undefeated in this Universe Mode, successfully earning himself a European Championship match a few weeks ago in a Fatal 4-Way, and beat 3 other superstars to go to Hell in a Cell to face Samoa for the European Championship. It's a bit lit right now in this Universe Mode for WCW. Trust me, we're the superstars that we're bringing through and the superstars that we have signed from Ring of Honor and just in general. It's a big change and it's a big shift in the WCW roster, and Alistair Black is now looking to start that new tide, that new era of superstars here in WCW, as Samoa Joe has been one of the guys who have pretty much held that European Championship since day one, really, since his debut on the show. He's kind of been around that European Championship scene, and is Alistair Black the one to knock him off and knock him off for good? We'll have to see, but he looks ready as he's set to team up with the World Tag Team Champions here tonight. It's Alistair Black and it's the Hype Bros set to face off against Samoa Joe and the NWO, and the Hype Bros obviously are set to defend their World Tag Team Championships at Hell in a Cell against the NWO. NWO activating their rematch clause. Why Mojo so high? Look, you need to calm down. Look, Zack Ryder with the fingers. Listen, he needs to calm down. Mojo Rawley needs to calm down. They need to focus on what lies ahead, which is NWO. They need to focus on that shit. That is the most important thing right now. They need to prioritize that, not to watch some with the fingers. Look at him. They don't understand what they got ahead of them. They don't. They really don't. Let me have some sip of my tea, my chamomile tea. Sorry, headphone users. Actually, no, I don't care. Oh, boys. Alistair Black is, you saw my boy was stretching. He was ready for all types of accidents that happen in case Samoa Joe starts sprinting down to the ring, try attack him out of nowhere. But look at him, the boast. Samoa Joe. Confident, chilled, laid back, but also very violent at the same time. Samoa Joe is a part of that unique breed of superstars who, you know, despite his size, he can move very, very well in the ring and is very dangerous. How all three of y'all leave the ring? Y'all all, you're trying to tell me all three of y'all scared of Samoa Joe? Wow. Alistair Black as well? Alistair Black stepping down. Maybe he just doesn't want to get tempted to just flow. Oh, they're right next to each other. Them bitches are right next to each other. And here come the #1 contenders for the Hype Roses. That's not even the world. The Hype Bros and their World Tag Team Championships. And the NWO have been on a successful winning streak over the Hype Bros in the past few weeks in solo competition. Obviously now we're seeing them all in tag team competition, including Samoa Joe and Alistair Black. Will the NWO and Samoa Joe be able to collide together and be as one? Work as a team? Be a unit? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ain't no love lost between them. You know, it ain't nothing but love, I guess, because they ain't really crossed paths before. So maybe this will work. Maybe this will work between Samoa Joe and NWO. Alistair Black, I mean, the guy doesn't really talk, so you don't really know what he's about. But later on in the match, Alistair Black had that dragon sleeper hold locked in there, my boy. It was a bit deep. I thought Samoa Joe was about to tap out, and Scott Hall with the right hand to Alistair Black on his shoulder, and he went for another one. Alistair Black dodged it. Referee just watching all the action unfold, not even talking to them, trying to tell them to get out, because he know he'll get his ass whooped. And oh, the Black Mass connects onto Samoa Joe. And is this a sight we're going to see? Look at the referee cheesing. The referee cheesing. The referee is cheesing. Look at the referee. Look how long that bitch took to count. Oh my. That was like a 9 count. Maybe 12. But 12 might be pushing him. I'll say 9. Good 9 counts. The referee did not count. The referee is cheesing. I might have to have words. But could we be seeing that next Sunday at Hell in a Cell? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But an impressive win for Alistair Black and the Hype Bros. Call them Hype. No, call them the Black Hype. Future tag team? No? Okay. Anyway, main event for tonight's show is 2 superstars that are part of the Armageddon Hell in a Cell at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Kevin Owens versus Kenny Omega. So that is what we have to look forward to tonight. But it's now time for the other half of TM61 and a very promising superstar at that, Shane Thorn. Obviously Nick Miller is not going to be with him right now after he just got his ass whooped by Pete Dunn. So Shane Thorn looking like he's coming down here by his lonelies to face off against Roman Reigns. And you got to think, man, this is a big shot for the kid, Shane Thorn. I mean, very athletic superstar, very versatile superstar, very fluid in the ring, smooth in the ring. And you know, if he can impress and put in a good performance against Roman Reigns tonight, you never know, man. The WCW officials might take note. This guy has got a lot of potential. Future world champion, I'm telling you. My boys, the big dog, it's the boss, Roman Reigns, making his way down to the ring. Always nonchalant. Look at him. This bitch is too nonchalant. Talking about some. Let me. Where you're. Every time he does that, I feel like you're looking at his time, but he ain't got no clock. Boss. Obviously, Samoa Joe. That's why you don't text. I commentate. Say that. Roman Reigns is set to face off against Brock Lesnar. This feud goes a month and a bit back now. Almost 2 months back now. These two have been at it, trying to see who the top dog is on this roster. And for those of you that don't know, the winner of this match at Hell in a Cell will be the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. So that has also added a bit of extra weight, a bit of extra pressure on both Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. So whoever wins that will be facing off against the current or new World Heavyweight Champion after Hell in a Cell, and they'll be facing them at Royal Rumble. So yeah, that's obviously the next joint pay-per-view. But Roman Reigns, I guess, is going to want nothing less but to go to Royal Rumble to face off against the World Champion. This motherfucker been here for a while now. Traded in from Smackdown Live, wasn't doing squiddly squat, and is now the boss on WCW. So it just shows you how we treat our superstars, how we make superstars. Oh my lord, the decapitation of that clothesline. Roman Reigns is straight out beasting and feasting right now. Roman Reigns is not playing games. Big slam takedown there by Roman Reigns. He is trying to send a message through Shane Thorn right now. That is the only thing possible right now. That's a boa drop. Perfectly executed. Absolutely beautiful. Executed by Roman Reigns. Now stomping on the chest of the midsection of Shane Thorn. And the right hands again to Shane Thorn. Shane Thorn is in serious trouble right now. I thought it was going to be an even competition, but Roman Reigns is just dominating. Oh, moved out the way. Oh! Death. 1, 2, and an easy victory there for Roman Reigns. Completely making a joke out of Shane Thorn. Absolutely bullied Shane Thorn. Shane Thorn did not even get one move in there, and he's definitely sending them. Wait a minute! I thought he wasn't here. I thought Brock Lesnar was not here. Brock Lesnar, the other boss, is here. Look at him. The Brock he's doing a mid-jog, and the bitch is sprinting down to the ring. Roman Reigns is waiting for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar slides in the ring. Wait a minute. The right hand by Brock Lesnar here. Referee saying get someone out here. Get the security out here. Oh, the European uppercut by Roman Reigns. And a knee to the midsection by Brock Lesnar. And a right hand by Roman Reigns. And another right hand. And another one. And a right, left, and the right, and the left. Yeah! It's a bit tense right now between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Look at these two. And a big elbow to the back of the right hand. Laying in wasted to Brock Lesnar. And a decapitated clothesline to Roman Reigns. Finally takes the big man down. Brock Lesnar right hands now going at Roman Reigns. These two cannot be tamed. Next Sunday is gonna be a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta go to commercials, but flipping hell, I can't breathe. Sunday, Hell in a Cell, about to be a problem. I'm telling you, Roman Reigns is now walking away, and the fans are booing. And Roman Reigns is walking away and saying, nah, not now. Not now. Look at him with the shot. Look, he got some swag with this shit. Look at him. He just lead. Yes, Hell in a Cell next Sunday. World Tag Team Championships on the line. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash will face off against Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder. Pete Dunne is also having himself a bit of an open challenge at Hell in a Cell. Will the undefeated streak continue, or will it end? We just seen Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns go at it just now. These two cannot be tamed and will be locked inside Hell in a Cell next Sunday. Also, Alistair Black versus Samoa Joe for the European Championship. Again, locked inside that Hell in a Cell. And a 6-man Armageddon Hell in a Cell match for Chris Jericho's World Heavyweight Championship. Will Jericho retain, or will we see a new world champion? Big things happening next Sunday at Hell in a Cell. But here we go, main event time. It's time. Kevin Owens, one of the superstars in that Hell in a Cell match. Kevin Owens not done anything spectacular since moving back to WCW. Has had his fair crossovers with Chris Jericho, his former quotation mark best friend. But, you know, you never know. I mean, Chris Jericho is defending his World Heavyweight Championship against 5 other superstars. I mean, the odds are stacked against Chris Jericho. And Kevin Owens has got to be one of the favorites, man. He has to be. In his own right. Kevin Owens is a former PWG World Champion. He's a former Ring of Honor World Champion. He's done a lot in this in the indie scene, and just for this business in general. Kevin Owens has done a lot, so he's got to be a favorite. You got to put him top of the list at least somewhere when it comes to this Hell in a Cell match. But is it Kenny Omega's destiny? That's the question. That's the question people are wondering. Kenny Omega, one of the best wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the world today. And we've seen great matches, 5-star matches with himself and Okada. And the fans are on their feet for Kenny Omega. I don't even think you can believe it. We haven't seen him for a while, but the fans are on their feet for Kenny Omega. Can you flipping hear them? Jeez. Kenny Omega, now a fan favorite all of a sudden, and he's embracing it. Fans are cheering this. Look at the fans in the background. Kenny Omega. I don't know if it's the theme song or what, but these fans are going wild for Mr. Omega here tonight, and that's got to get you real excited and real positive going into a match like this against Kevin Owens, who's going to try and manipulate and use anything possible to try and get the win. But yeah, as I said, also SmackDown Live's pay-per-view is coming up. We've got Elimination Chamber coming up for SmackDown Live, so yeah, should be a good pay-per-view. Obviously, they will be having their Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. Don't know about the United States and the Intercontinental Championship, but I do know that the WWE Championship will most likely be contested in an Elimination Chamber. Should be lit. And Kenny Omega with the one-wing angel taking down Mr. Kevin Owens. It was an impressive match, but Kevin Owens just could not last. And a pin cover by Omega and get some momentum moving into next week, the last week before Hell in a Cell. Not looking good for Kevin Owens, man. Kevin Owens just taking an L right there from Kenny Omega. And the fans are behind Omega. He's got to feel confident, and he's got to feel empowered, man. I mean, this could be his time. Is it Kenny Omega's destiny, as he's always proclaimed that he knows exactly what's going to happen when it's going to happen? Is Hell in a Cell his time? We haven't heard anything from Kenny Omega, but is this his time? Hell in a Cell next week, Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. You better keep your eyes locked out on the channel, man. That's going to be a big pay. Wait a minute! Sami Zayn coming through the crowd. I didn't even see him. I was looking down at my notes. Kenny, oh my God. The drop kick to the chest by Sami Zayn, and the kick to the chest again. Sami Zayn just ruthless with it right now. For some reason, Sami Zayn, I mean, everyone trying to get their shots in right now. Anyone and everyone from that Hell in a Cell match, that Armageddon Hell in a Cell match, trying to get their shots in right now. And Sami Zayn is not playing games right now. Taking down Kenny Omega, who just went through a drawing match there with Kevin Owens, and a shoulder to the midsection, taking Kenny Omega to the outside, and Kenny Omega holding his head. He might have had a concussion there that landed. Sami Zayn saying, get up. What's Sami Zayn doing? What's Sami? He just flew. That bitch flew over the top rope with ease. Nonchalant with the word. And now Kenny Omega getting some fight, some revenge. Oh, blocks. Oh, the left, right. Oh. Sami Zayn is in trouble. Kenny Omega is just taking shot after shot after shot here. Just the kicks and the elbows and the right hands and the left hands. Kenny Omega is not playing games right now. And Sami Zayn now with his right, with the right and the forearms to the face, and throws him into the steel step. These two are going to be locked inside with another 400 superstars at flipping Hell in a Cell. And he throws Kenny Omega over the top of the barricade there. He's following. He's following. I thought he was gonna follow. Listen, we need to end the show. Can y'all just end your shit, please? Oh my goodness, we need some security out here.